Teams in Perth for the FHE Cup, the leading under-16 and under-18 hockey tournament in the region, have been enjoying some of the sights that Western Australia has to offer, including Rottnest Island. With 63 secluded white sandy beaches and 20 bays, it's easy to see why the people of Perth proudly declare Rottnest Island their very own island paradise. Rottnest Island has shot to international fame in recent years due to its native inhabitant, the quokka, declared by some the world's happiest animal. When you visit Perth, be sure to visit Rottnest Island.
A very warm welcome to the Perth Hockey Stadium here at Curtin University, Western Australia, for our live stream coverage of the 2019 FHE Cup. Well, the FHE Cup was established here in Perth, WA, in 2007 and has been able to attract national and state representative teams from Japan, Singapore, Malaysia and from within Australia. Well, earlier in the week we saw the under-18s girls go head-to-head in the inaugural event, with Team WA coming out on top in the gold medal match. And over the last 4 days we've been treated to more outstanding hockey in the traditional under-16s tournament for both girls and boys. And today is the culmination of the tournament as we bring to you live coverage of the bronze and gold medal matches. Well, the first match is just moments away as the WA Possums take on WA Quokkas in the bronze medal match for the under-16 girls. Then coming up straight after that, we'll have the gold medal match between Kuala Lumpur Sports Squad and Japan. But like I say, for now we're focused on WA Possums versus WA Quokkas. We're going to have two halves of 20 minutes. We will get a 3-minute break for half time. But certainly we've got hot conditions again here in Western Australia, so it will be testing for the girls out there on the pitch. It will have been a testing few days for them as well, but the pitch is getting plenty of water on there. As we have the teams up for you, the players to watch out for the Possums: number 13 Portia Miller has scored 5 goals in 6 games so far. Keep an eye out for number 5, Eliza Murray, as well. She plays in the Women's Premier 1, 3 appearances for Westside Wolves. Also, number 11, Sienna Berry, 13 appearances for the North Coast Raiders. Well, for the Quokkas, keep an eye out for Seisha Pillay, top scorer with 3 goals. Also, Alana Tulip, number 1. Number 5, Amy Sanderland. 6, Georgia Needham. 9, Jaden Jackson. They've all got 1 goal apiece, and are certainly key players for the Quokkas. So it's going to be an exciting afternoon of hockey, plenty of action for you. We're looking forward to it as both sets of players prepare to come out onto the pitch. And it's the Possums who are playing in white and blue, and the Quokkas in sort of a turquoise and black colour as they walk out into the centre of the pitch. As I say, plenty of water needed. We've had boiling temperatures in Perth, Western Australia all week, and it's showing no signs of letting up this afternoon, so it will be a test for them. And I'd like to say that we are joined by Andrew Mellor in the commentary box this afternoon. He's our expert and will be giving us his expert advice and tips throughout the game. He is a coach of the WA State under-16 schoolboys, 14 years in the job, as we're about to get underway. And it will be the Possums getting the action underway. They'll be playing from left to right, Quokkas from right to left. And it will be Portia Miller, the leading goal scorer for the Possums, to get the action underway in this bronze medal match. The first game of 4 we'll be bringing you this afternoon, so enjoy the action. And certainly the fans are out in force this afternoon up here in the stand, well represented. Supporters have been backing the tournament all week. Really is a privilege to have the FHE Cup here at the Perth Hockey Stadium, Curtin University. Well, these two sides have met in Pool A already. The Possums won that one 4-0 with Portia Miller getting 2 of the goals, Hayley Smith and Sienna Berry getting the others. As there's a free hit here for the Possums. They're just trying to keep possession at the moment, but it could be an opportunity here for Georgia Needham. She will get the free hit, and they're looking to get a move on here with Sasha Pillay. In fact, they'll just hold it back, and it will be with Jade Jackson. Into the circle it goes. Didn't get a touch, so it will be a 16, and the Possums again keen to get a rush on with things here with Hayley Smith. Just played forward. Good covering at the back by Lois Fulcher. But she misses out there, and here comes Portia Miller, trying to make her way into the circle. Back to Verster, Gazelle Verster. But the danger passes, and it goes over the side. So both teams keen to get on the front foot here. It was the WA Possums who finished top of Pool A. They played 5 and won 3 of those games, drew 2. Haven't lost the game, but they did lose to Kuala Lumpur in the crossover 1 game. It was a close, tight game, that one. It could have gone either way. And the WA Possums can feel themselves unfortunate that they didn't get into the gold medal match. So now they're going for bronze. And the Possums again in possession, get the free hit. Coached by Sarah Friedman, who is a former WA State seniors player, Australian junior player. Had a good catch up with her before the game. Says they're looking forward to this one. As the ball played forward there, it's going to be a long corner for the Possums, and a chance to get some pressure on here. Still waiting for the first opportunity on goal. It's going to be Jessica Lewis who just plays it across there to Sienna Berry. Towards the edge of the circle, but it's well cut out by Jade Jackson, who will bring it away. And will get the free hit. Jackson over it, hits it long. Free hit the way of the Possums. So still waiting for the first bit of action on goal here. So the Quackers, yes, they finished second in Pool A, winning 3, drawing 1, losing 1. They lost to Japan also in the crossover 2. So these two sides, they were in Pool A together. Went into the crossover games, both lost and are back together. And are contesting now for this bronze medal match. Good play here by Sasha Pillay. One to watch for the Quackers. The danger just passes there. And it's very blustery indeed here. You may hear it coming through the mics. So the temperatures are boiling, but it's really blustery up here in the stands.
Yeah, so it looks like both teams are going to make some substitutions here. Obviously with the heat, this is pretty important. You want to be making your best decisions later in the game.
And that's certainly something that Graham Pilcher picked up on, the head coach for the Quackers. So throughout the tournament, rotations have been a bit of an issue. They have been short on numbers. So rotations are going to be key, like Andrew says, on a hot day and a hot afternoon like today. As the Quackers into the circle they go. And they've got a free hit just on the outside of it. It's with Georgia Needham. She's been pinpointed as a key player for the WA Quackers. Into the circle it goes. But the free hit will be retaken. But the WA teams have 5 girls and 5 for the boys. in this competition. Such a huge state pool to pick from, if you like. So they've got 5 teams each, and 2 of them are contesting the bronze medal match here. And this is excellent play by Portia Miller, who's been one of the stars for the Possums. Actually played a couple of games for Japan, filled in the under-18s, as Japan did have problems getting a team together for the under-18s due to the typhoons that struck the nation. So their team was made up of local WA players, and Portia Miller was one of them. And she's on show here for the under-16s this afternoon. And she's made a lively start to this encounter. When she does get in possession, she does like to get on the front foot. And both coaches, before the game, were speaking of their game plan and how the plan is to get on the front foot. As it remains goalless, we've played almost 7 minutes here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. Just like to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors. Thank you to the Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries for their support of the FHE Cup as part of their mission of creating a vibrant, inclusive and connected Western Australia community. Thank you to the Department of Local Government. Just Hockey, your local specialist since 1986. The #1 hockey store in Australia. JustHockey.com for all your hockey needs. Official retail partner of the Hockeyroos and Kookaburras. FHE.com is an exciting online only field hockey store. We stock the best and latest hockey brands at great prices. FHE is the future of field hockey. So thank you to our sponsors for making the competition possible and making it a success. As it's with Jade Jackson here. Finds Lucy Ward, the captain, making her way down that right-hand side. Gets the free hit. Like I say, a huge academy from WA. And they've split the teams up. And they have been impressive, all the WA teams so far in the competition. So the Quackers, coached by Graham Pilcher. He's coached at WA State under-13 level. He's also coached the academy, almost an opportunity there, but well recovered in the end by Jade Jackson. Gets it to Lewis Fulcher. Down the line they go. That was a scare for the Quackers. And they're now on the attack here with Jade Jackson into the circle. Could be an opportunity. And it's a free hit, but it just opened up at both ends of the field then. And you do get the feeling as the game goes on, gaps might start to appear as both sides start to tire in the heat. It's Jade Jackson. He's got the free hit. And a chance to get some pressure on the Possums here. It is with Shanti Arthur. Doesn't quite make the most of that, and the free hit will go the way of the Possums. But we've seen some outstanding talent, and talking of outstanding talent, it goes to Portia Miller, raiding forward, plays it into the circle. Good covering defending there by Iso, but the danger isn't over yet. It's back with Miller. It's great skill from a tight angle, and she squeezed it over the line. And we've got the first goal, and it's gone the way of the WA Possums. And it's Portia Miller, no surprise. She's the one who's got it. She's looked lively throughout the tournament, and she's got the opening goal here.
Yeah, as you said, it looked like the Quackers have actually been on top for the first sort of 8 to 10 minutes, but the Possums looking very dangerous when they get the ball going forward to quick forwards like Portia Miller.
Yeah, she's looked a real live wire, has Portia Miller. And what composure she showed then to stick that one away. Had it all to do. And when you speak to the coaches before the game, they do talk a lot about composure in the circle and really instilling it into the players. So they've got to keep a cool head when chances like that present themselves. I think it's fair to say that Portia Miller certainly showed composure in the circle then to put that one away. So first blood to the Possums. The question is, how can the Quackers respond? So the Possums won the Pool A game 4-0. So it's important that the Quackers do try and get back on level terms as soon as they can.
Yeah, it's been a good game so far. The skill level's really good. Just would like both teams to make a few better decisions with the balls. Lots of passes going straight through the middle of the field rather than being patient, working the ball around and finding those gaps, which, as you said, will open up the longer this game goes as they get more and more tired.
Yeah, the WA Possums leading by a goal to nil. And Sarah Friedman, the coach, was telling us before the game they've been working on 3 key aspects really throughout the week, and they try to improve on each in every game. One of those is being communication. 2 is being passing the ball with speed, firm, hard and fast is what the coach is after, and I think she'll be pretty pleased with what she's seen so far from her side as they come forward again, looking to build on this 1-goal advantage just on the edge of the circle here. I say good defending by Alana Tulip, but the free hit is conceded there. Will be with Sienna Berry for the Possums. Self passes, goes down towards the baseline in the circle. It's good play, squares it. There's a chance at the far post, and it's the second goal. And the Possums really now taking control of this one. Just trying to see who it was at the far post who put that one in. It was Portia Miller again, her second goal of the game, and another tidy finish.
Yep, in the right spot, in front of her player. Not much to do, but they are the hard ones sometimes, but she put it in the back of the net.
And that is what all top quality strikers do. Put the chances away when they come along, and certainly the Possums have done that. And Portia Miller continuing to impress and add to her tally of goals. Maybe a chance here for the Quackers to get one back. They really do need something as it's drilled into the circle. That will go behind, and it will be a 16 for the Possums. So things going very well for the Possums at the moment as they lead by 2-0. We've got just under 6 minutes of this first half remaining. And Sarah Friedman was also telling us that the third thing they really work on is the second, third and fourth efforts. Certainly urgency is instilled into the players when they do lose the ball, that they've got to get the pressure on, try and win it back as quickly as possible. And from what we're seeing so far, they are carrying out that game plan to the letter. Yeah,
well, I think the lead up to the second goal, coach should be very happy. Started down in the left back pocket, and 4 or 5 passes together and find a free hit outside the circle, and then in the circle and a shot on goal.
So the plan working to perfection so far. Having to do a little bit of defending here as the Quackers come forward. Good play by Shanti Arthur. She goes out towards that right-hand side and will get the free hit. So the Quackers are probing away here, trying to get back into the game. So with Arthur again, you feel as though they really could do with getting a goal back before half-time. They've got just over 5 minutes to do so. It'll certainly give them a lift going into the break. Will be a 3-minute break. We may get a little bit longer at times if they have to water the pitch. It's going to need a lot of water to the pitch this afternoon. So we may get the extra little bit of time at half-time. That will be a 16 for the Possums, who will be delighted with the way they have played so far. As for the Quackers, well, Coach Graham Pilcher, he said the aim of this game was to get the defence under pressure. pinch the ball further up, get on the front foot, and then try and defend well. Well, I think it's fair to say they have put the Possums under a bit of pressure, and they have been on the front foot, but they have conceded 2 at the other end.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They've probably had the majority of the play in the forward half, but just a couple of bits of good build-up play from the Possums sees them 2-0 up.
So maybe a bit of a tinkering to do during the half-time interval. Just a few reminders to the Quackers players. You're doing half the job right, but you really need to keep things tight at the back and also take your chances when they do come along. But certainly stay on that front foot. The goalkeeper, Imogen Dawson, by the way, has had a great tournament for the Quackers. She impressed against Japan. She's had a good tournament all round. But unfortunately for the Quackers, she has conceded a couple. Imogen Dawson in this first half. Don't think there was much you could do about either, in fairness. As Portia Miller was clinical. Here come the Quackers again, just probing away, somehow trying to get back into this game. But the Possums look very dangerous on the break, and here they come again. As Miller makes the run, she's through. Into the circle she goes. Can she show that composure again? Just slips it wide. Not on this occasion. That was a hat-trick opportunity for Portia Miller. I think we'll give credit maybe to Imogen Dawson, the keeper there, as Miller just slotted it wide.
Yeah, well, Dawson came out nice and early, which narrowed the angle down. I think Miller needed to go to the opposite post. Interesting note is that Portia Miller and Imogen Dawson actually live together at the moment. So Portia's got this over her housemate at the moment.
Certainly has, but the keeper doing well on that occasion. Really would have been bad news for the Quackers had they conceded a third there just before half-time. As it is, it remains 2-0. 2-0, often a dangerous scoreline, as he often said in sporting circles, and no different in hockey. So they're still in this while it is 2-0. You feel as though they do need to get one, possibly before half-time. Really would set this game up very nicely indeed. As the wind continuing to gust around the Perth Hockey Stadium here at Curtin University. Really is outstanding facilities here at Curtin University. Good play by Ada Smith. Gets the free hit. Is there a chance? We're getting closer. Calls from the crowd. As Amy Sanderlands gets, so she gets the free hit. But it's going to be a penalty corner.
Yeah, it just looked like a rough tackle outside the D, so the umpire's obviously given it for a deliberate infringement. I think it might be a little bit harsh, but it's at the umpire's discretion whenever you make a rough challenge outside the D.
And they've got an excellent chance then to get a goal back here. Might be Georgie Needham who's gone down to the baseline to inject here. There's Jay Jackson hovering on the edge of the circle. It's going to be Jackson that strikes, you feel. It's blocked away. Danger's not passed yet. Free hit there. Fresh air shot by Seisha Pillay. And the danger's passed.
Yeah, the runner there had a really good line, which managed to get stick on ball and deflected that first shot.
And here come the Possums again on the counter-attack. It's with Zoe Teal progressing well. Plays it forward to Gazelle Verster. Plays it into the circle, but cleared away. And that's just classic counter-attacking from the WA Possums. That's been on show so far in this game. It is with Eliza Murray. We touched on it before. Eliza Murray does have Women's Premier 1 experience. Maddie West into the circle, could fall nicely here. It's an opportunity for Hayley Smith.
Yeah, penalty corner given there. Imogen Dawson coming out to try and cut the angle down and took the striker's stick. A really easy decision for the umpire.
And it's a penalty corner. It's the first penalty corner for the Possums, and it's going to be the last action of this first half. And if the Possums were to make it 3-0 here, that really would be a hammer blow for the Quackers. Quackers have got to keep this out. All Otherwise, they'll be going in at half-time with their heads down, 3-0 down, and a real mountain to climb. And it's going to be Portia Miller to inject from the baseline. Could be Michaela Swart, who's possibly lining up. The shot here is stopped by West, and the shot does come in. It's cleared away. Danger hasn't quite passed as yet. It's with Swart again towards goal, and that will be the last action of this first half, as it is the WA Possums who are in full control of this one. Could arguably be winning by more, but 2 goals by Portia Miller have put the Possums in control. Do join us in plenty of time for the second half, but for now it's WA Possums 2, WA Quackers 0.
FHE Cup is more than just the leading under-16 and under-18 hockey tournament in the region, as it gives the teams and coaches the chance to sample some of the unique qualities that Western Australia has to offer, such as Kings Park. At 400 hectares, Kings Park is one of the world's largest inner-city parks. Just a short walk or a bus ride from the central business district, you'll be rewarded with superb views, rich Aboriginal and European history, and more than 3,000 species of WA's unique flora. Kings Park, where the view will make you feel like royalty.
A very warm welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium here at Curtin University in Western Australia for our live stream of the Under-16s Girls FHE Cup. We're bringing you the bronze medal match between the WA Possums and the WA Quackers. And it is the Possums who lead by 2-0 thanks to a brace by Portia Miller. She did actually have an excellent chance to get her hat-trick, but for once put it wide of the post. So that does give the Quackers a bit of hope going into this second half, that maybe they can get back into the game with a goal. Andrew, and what do the Quackers have to do you think, to really get back into this game in the second half?
Well, I think both coaches would be pretty pleased with how they're going. The Quackers have certainly had enough possession to be on the scoreboard. It just seems to me the Possums have defended their circle much better. We've only seen the 2 penalty corners, both in the last couple of minutes. So it'll be interesting to see if we get a few more the longer the game goes and the players get tired, particularly with this heat. It must be closing in on about 31, 32 degrees, and the sun is out in full force. There's not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah, it's certainly, well, it's the first day of summer, of course, isn't it? And Perth summers can get scorching, as we all know. I think we're going to be hitting the mid-30s, late 30s next week. But as we touched on before, whatever the temperature is, I'd go 3, 4, 5 degrees on out there on the pitch. And you've also got to take into consideration the fact that these girls have been playing for the last 4 days as well. So it really will be taking a toll on them. But they're giving us an entertaining game so far. And as we get ready for the second half, it will be the WA Quackers restarting the match, playing from left to right. The Possums holding that 2-goal lead, playing from right to left. So it comes down to this next 20 minutes now to see who will win the bronze medal. And the Possums in control at the moment. Just time for the Quackers to get back into this. They've got to start taking their chances. We'd like to thank our sponsors again. Thank you to the Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries for their support of the FHE Cup as part of their mission of creating a vibrant, inclusive and connected Western Australian community. Just Hockey, your hockey specialist since 1986. The #1 hockey store in Australia. JustHockey.com for all your hockey needs, official retail partner of the Hockeyroos and Kookaburras. And FHE.com is an exciting online only field hockey store. We stock the best and latest hockey brands at great prices. FHE is the future of field hockey as the Quackers on the front foot here. Pushing forward, trying to get back into this game as quickly as possible. The free hits will go the way of the Possums, who I think with a 2-goal lead may be content just to keep possession. Out in the heat and under attack again down the right hand side here with Brianna Goss. Looks up to see what options she's got. She didn't have a great deal. It's well cut out. And certainly been a similar start in this second half, Andrew, with the way that the Possums are trying to hit on the counter-attack.
Yeah, the game hasn't really progressed much. Both teams still trying to play through the middle. Decision making really needs to be a little bit better. Make them early, good clean passes. Like you said, possession before is going to be gold for the Possums, while the Quackers just need to get a little bit more pressure up forward.
And here is Georgie Needham. She's had an excellent game. She really is trying to make things tick for the Quackers. She was one of the players that coach Graham Pilcher did highlight before the game. Pillay, Sandilands, Needham and Jackson were the 4 that he really singled out. The key players for his side if they are to win the bronze medal. And all 4 have been certainly playing instrumental roles so far in this game, but they just cannot find a way through. Portia Miller, nice pass out to this left-hand side now to Hayley Smith, who just can't control it. It goes over the side. But talking to standout players, I think that number 13, Portia Miller, is the clear standout for everyone. 2 goals so far. Well, here comes Needham again. Good play, gets the free hit. It's with Jade Jackson. Into the circle. Could be an opportunity. And it's tucked away. Great finish. And they've got the goal they're looking for. Hayley Duck, the number 14 from close range. And that is just what the Quackers needed, Andrew.
Yeah, good direct free hit in. One missed trap, and the striker there, Hayley Duck, got lucky at the back, but good finish. Had to put it, still had work to do, and she put it in.
It's that word composure again in the circle. And Duck showing plenty of it. And it's game on here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. There's a chance maybe out at the other end. But they can get it clear. Alana Tulip, anywhere will do. And it's kept in by Hayley Duck, the goal scorer, but maybe not the best idea as Jessica Lewis makes her way down the right-hand side. But from a neutral point of view, it really is what the game needed. That goal by Hayley Duck. It's game on. 2-1 to the Possums, who try and respond, get a free hit just outside the circle. Portia Miller tries to self-pass there. The umpires bringing it back. It will be a long corner for the Possums. Both of these sides have been impressive throughout the tournament, and both will feel that they have good cases to make it into the gold medal match. Both losing 1-0 though in the crossovers. Now have to contest for the bronze. But a bronze medal, and it would be seen as a successful 4 days of work for either of these two sides. The coach is certainly pleased with the way their sides have performed over these few days. And there's still just under 15 minutes left to play here. So that one will skip straight through, and it will be at 16 for the Possums. And there is work to do for the Quackers. But the rotations again, you think, Andrew, they're going to be key, really, in this last 15 minutes, because, as I said, it's been a long 4 days for them, and the temperature is only going one way, and that's up.
Yeah, definitely.
Almost break off there for a chance, but it's Jade Jackson who mops at the back and puts it up over the side. They can break away here, Possums. As we just got a little bit of a lull at the moment, but that could change now. As the Quackers come forward. Well, that was a bit hit and hope, really, by the number 11, Shanti Arthur. Pens the Possums back deep in their own territory. Don't forget, we do have the gold medal match coming up pretty much straight after this one. Kuala Lumpur Sports Squad from Malaysia taking on Japan. Japan have sent 2 teams over, under 16s boys and girls, and they've been outstanding in both tournaments this week, so it'll be exciting to see them. But for now, we're focused on the Possums v the Quackers. 2 teams made up of young girls from WA. It's with Kate Wood there. Maybe a chance here for Lucy Ward to get away down the right-hand side, but it goes over the side. And Andrew, if there is to be a way back into this game, how do you think the Quackers are going to get that equaliser?
Well, I think at the moment, once they've got their ball in the front half, they're applying a fairly high press on the Possums, and if they can keep getting those turnovers, then they haven't got as far to go to goal, and sometimes it does just take that chaos ball in, and you've got to be in the right spot and put it in.
That's exactly what happened for the Quackers' goal that pulled it back to 2-1 and got them well and truly into this game. As Coach Graham Pilcher on the sidelines, just below us, egging his side on. He'll be pleased with the way that they've got back into this game, that's for sure. Pilcher, WA State Under-13s coach of the past, coached the academy as well. So the Quackers are in good hands, as are the Possums, with Susie Bowyat and Sarah Friedman. I have to say though, Susie Bowyat, one of the head coaches, is on Rottnest Island today, would you believe? So I think she's got her Quackers mixed up. If she wanted a Quacker selfie, she would have been better off staying here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. She could have had one with the WA Quackers players. But Sarah Friedman certainly doing an excellent job while she's away. And here come the Possums again. It's with Ferreira into the circle. It will be a free hit just on the edge of it. And the Quackers have some defending to do here. It's on a knife edge, this one, as we head towards the last 10 minutes. It's with Eliza Murray. Free hit again. And this, Andrew, is just where the Possums want to be, deep in Quacker territory.
Yeah, deep in attack, free hit after free hit, eating up time off the clock.
And here they come again. That clock is ticking away. We'll go behind. It's going to be a long corner for the Possums. Exactly where they want to be. Looking to add a third goal that will possibly put this one to bed. Into the circle, over it goes. And this time it will be a 16 for the Quackers, who still have plenty of time to get themselves back into this one. I've got players who can score goals, that's for sure. But that is just hit and hope, and it's cut out by Sienna Berry. As they continue to try and peg the Quackers back, but here come the Quackers now, maybe a chance with Ada Smith to get away down the left-hand side. We'll get the free hit. It's with Jade Jackson. He's going to look to spread it out to this right-hand side. Does fall to Amy Sanderlands. Sanderlands goes back. Quackers will attempt to build up from the back here. Can't find a way through though. Cut out by Sienna Berry to Eliza Murray. Good play by Murray. Feeds that forward towards Portia Miller, the number 13. We've seen plenty of her. She's got the free hit there. gets on with it quickly with Eliza Murray. Into the circle, but cleared away. And the last few minutes, it has been pretty much one-way traffic with the Possums doing all the pushing, Andrew.
Yeah, and the pace of the game's also dropped a fair bit, so the physical side of it's starting to tell on these young bodies. But I think if the Quokkas are going to get back into this game, Seisha Pillay in the midfield there's going to be the key for them. She's got to get more of the ball.
And she has been a key player throughout the tournament. Seisha Pillay got 3 goals already. What she'd give to get a 4th to get her side back on level terms. But they've got work to do, that's for sure, because it's the Possums who are on the front foot here. And here comes Kate Wood again down this left-hand side. Just runs behind though, just ran out of pitch there. And you really can't underestimate the conditions that these girls are playing in. Scorching heat. It's pretty warm up here in the stand where we're doing the commentary from. But down there on the pitch, in the midday sun in Perth, Western Australia, it will be taking its toll. Great skills again by Eliza Murray. She's really impressed in the second half. Plays it on here to Zoe Teal. Drills it in. Could be a chance for Portia. It doesn't quite fall for her. We'll go to Ashley Jarvis. Danger hasn't passed yet for the Quokkas. Portia there again. And they've got the penalty corner.
Yeah, a little bit messy there in front of the goal. Keeper made a good initial save, and then loose ball up into the air, possibly off a foot. And give them a chance to get a good shot on goal, and if not, get a goal that gives them back that 2-goal lead, at least maybe get a second chance with a rebound.
So an excellent opportunity here as the WA Possums lead the WA Quokkas by 2-1. It's not going to be Portia Miller doing the injecting on this occasion, so it'll be interesting to see if she's involved in this in some way. As on the edge of the circle, Michaela Swart is there. It's going to be Sienna Berry to do the injecting from the baseline. Where's she going to go to? Will she go to Portia Miller? We're about to find out. She does indeed. Miller drives it goalwards. And we'll get another penalty corner. Just clarifying what the umpire has actually given here.
Well, the umpire's called a foot of the runner, Seisha Pillay, but she's pretty adamant it hit her stick, but the umpire will blow what they believe they see, and our players have got to go with it. No referral here.
It's Sienna Berry again to do the injecting. Will she go to Miller again? She does. Is it going to be the same routine? Pretty much so. And the free hit there for the Quokkas. And a let-off for them as we approach the last 5 minutes. It's really getting into do-or-die territory now for them. They've got to get down the other end of the pitch and get some pressure on. They need a goal to potentially take it to a shootout, which will be interesting. I'll explain the shootout rules if they can pull one back. But it won't be a traditional penalty shootout as we know it. The team who wins a coin toss will decide if their team goes first or second in the shootout. Then the shootout consists of 3 players from each team in turn, starting with the ball as we just break off as we're into the circle, just across the face of goal. And Georgie Ferreira couldn't quite get on the end of that, otherwise it would have been game, set and match. So each team in turn starts with the ball on the 23-metre line opposite the goal and must attempt to successfully get past the opposing keeper and score a goal within 8 seconds. So if the Quokkas can get one back and it finishes level, that's what we're heading for. But they've got to get down the other end of the pitch as the clock ticks away. Gold medal match coming up pretty much after this one, so do hang around for that. And if you're in the area, why not come down to the Perth Hockey Stadium and watch some action, because we've still got plenty coming up. We've got the under-16 boys bronze medal and gold medal matches coming up later on as well. But here come the Possums. It's with Eliza Murray. She's been impressive. Plays it forward here to Brianna Goss into the circle, down to the baseline, keeps it in well. Can she square it? Great goalkeeping in the end by Dawson. And it will be, well, it's gone over the side, so it'll be played back in from the side. But that was excellent play by Brianna Goss, Andrew.
Yeah, Eliza Murray getting hold of the ball in the midfield there. Looked up, she was looking for Miller, but Miller's having a breather on the bench. But Brianna Goss did well to run that ball down and keep it in. Just well kept by Dawson again.
As Dawson was pinpointed as a key player before the game and has conceded a couple but pulled off some good saves as well. And some good goalkeeping has probably kept her side in it. That means that going into almost the last 3 minutes now, they're still in this, the Quackers. Can they get that equaliser to take it to a shootout as the rotations are coming thick and fast now? And as it's with Georgia Needham. Just runs away from her. And Sienna Berry will get it away. Oh, excellent play at the back though by Jade Jackson. But it's back with Miller. Been so impressive. And we'll get the free hit. Just not falling for the Quackers at the moment. Get the feeling they may need a touch of fortune now to get back into this one and get it on level terms. That's a sloppy pass out to the right-hand side. Gives the Quackers a chance with Emma Harrington, who'll play it in from the side. Just looking for options. Just going to look to hit it hard down the line as the clock ticks away. I think both coaches, Sarah Friedman and Graham Pilcher, will be happy with the effort that their players have put in this afternoon. I don't think there'll be any complaints there. It's been a good, entertaining game. And we still could be left with a thrilling end here, as it's with Pillay making her way towards the edge of the circle, and she's got the free hit. We're into the last couple of minutes. Pillay self-passes, tries to work her way into the circle, but it just doesn't quite come off. It will be a 16 for the Possums, and the clock is ticking and time running out, Andrew, for the Quackers.
Yep, at least it's at the right end of the ground for them here. They just need to win the ball back.
And that one goes over the side. So Pilcher down on the sidelines, egging his players on. I'm going to have to say, the stand where we're commentating from, there's plenty of spectators up here and below us as well. It's been a fantastic venue for this FHE Cup. And the fans who have come down have been treated to some fine hockey from some of Australia's best up-and-coming young players, as here comes Portia Miller raiding forward. Can she put this one to bed? She's in the circle. Good skills, and she gets the penalty corner. And you have to think, Andrew, that's pretty much going to be it.
Yeah, well done. Whether she set her sights on goal or just thought, let's get this ball in the D and win a penalty corner, because this will take probably 30 to 40 seconds off the clock. If it doesn't see the game out, there won't be much time left, and probably not enough for the Quackers to get down the other end and score.
So we'll be looking to add the third here. The Possums, again, Michaela Swart just on the edge of the circle. Could be Miller doing the stopping potentially here. Also Hayley Smith there. And Swart does stop it and just squares it up. Well, that's well cut out there by Pillay. But have they got, well, they've got 6 seconds to get it down the field. It's going to be blasted down, but it's cut out by Zoe Teal as the siren goes, and it brings to an end an entertaining bronze medal match between the WA Possums and WA Quackers. The ripples of applause ring around at the Perth Hockey Stadium as the Possums take the victory, taking a 2-goal lead through Portia Miller in the first half. The Quackers came out in the second half and did make a fist of it. They pulled one back through Hayley Duck, but they couldn't go on to find the equaliser that would have taken it to a shootout. So the Possums hold on. They win the bronze medal here at the Under-16 Girls FHE Cup. For now, from the Perth Hockey Stadium, WA Possums 2, WA Quackers 1.